This is day 11 of your Texas Video Marketing and Social Media Bootcamp. I'm Jenny Aldretti with Lux Mortgage Team, and George and I are glad you're here. In case you haven't met us, we are a mortgage team out of Texas that believes in helping our realtor partners grow their business right alongside ours. So if you have a home buyer with any loan needs, we're here to serve. All right, so today we're diving into Instagram because obviously the whole point of this bootcamp is to be making videos. And obviously, I also don't know where your video making skills are. So if you're already a video making pro and you're just doing this to stay accountable for making videos, you're still gonna learn things. And if you're brand new to this, then just try not to get overwhelmed and focus on your wins every single day. Out of all the different directions I could go, I've decided that today I'm gonna focus on just how to make a reel. Because at least if everyone can make a basic reel, then we can just add on skills each day. And that way, at least everyone's making some content and we're progressing on social media. And then every single day, I can also be diving into the Instagram app, the algorithm, and all of the details that you're going to need to know along the way. And then we'll move on to TikTok, if it's not banned, of course. All right, so let's get started. So if you haven't posted a video on social media yet, this is day 11. You're kind of getting to that point where you got to kind of buck up. So either you need to be sending it to me so I can give you some feedback. You need to post it on social media, or you're not serious about this. At some point, you have to stop making excuses. So face-to-face is going to be the number one way to convert people to clients. And the second way is phone conversations with people you already have relationships with. So the correlation between those two things is relationships. So what we can do with social media, if done correctly, is we can create face-to-face connection from a distance in mass numbers. We can create the know, like, and trust factor very quickly. And then, unlike most realtors, we can complete that circle and we can get in flow with these people and actually make the connection by following through with the other steps in my strategy, which is why most people fail because they don't follow through with the other aspects. They just post and expect the conversions to come. And posting on social media, while that may generate some leads, it's not going to be enough if you want the full return. But guess what? My strategy does not take long and it's so worth it. Okay, so open up your Instagram app and let's check it out. All right, the first thing we're going to do is just take a look around the app. So I want to make sure that in order to be able to make reels, that you know how to get inspired and how to do a little bit of your own research. Okay, so down here is the home button. This is where you will research other people that you follow, but also who Instagram is recommending. It has been said that by the end of the year, it could be up to 30 to 50% of recommended posts. That means people who you are not currently following, just based on what Instagram thinks you would be interested in seeing. So as you scroll through, you'll see people's images and reels. This is a still image, just one picture. This is a carousel post where people have to slide and use their finger to see the remaining of the images. And then of course, reels would be the videos that you would see. So that is a reel. Okay, if you click the reel, then you end up going into the reels section. So let's click on Jordan's. So if we come here, then you're going to be now looking at additional reels. But you can use this to help inspire yourself. If you notice, down here is this arrow. This trending arrow tells you what audios are currently trending. If you want to follow the person, you can follow them. If you would like to share their post, you can share it here. The trending audio can be found here, and you can just go ahead and play with these different buttons. If you would like to save the video and come back to it later, you can click right here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. So now we're back at our main feed. So once again, you can just scroll through here. So I just want you to get familiar with the Instagram feed if you're not familiar with it. Up here are the stories. So these are people's stories that they're posting that last 24 hours. If you want to click on their various stories, then you just click through here and you can see everyone's stories. And of course you can comment on them, and then that would be a direct message where you guys would be communicating. Right up here are your notifications. So this is where you can see who has followed you, who has commented. The biggest thing is please make sure, guys, as people are commenting on your posts, that you are replying for two reasons. One, it's polite, they're showing their support, and two, you want to make sure that the algorithm is pushing that post. The more comments, the more people are going to see your post. This is your direct messages, so this is where you will see who has messaged you, and this is where you can reply. Down here is your search. So you can go here and you can do a little bit of research. You can scroll and you can see various things that are recommended. You can also search up here by hashtag or just by keyword. So if you want to search hashtag moving to Texas, hashtag home buying tips, hashtag real estate agent, just to see what videos are trending to inspire yourself, you can do that. You can also look people up and follow them. So if I want to do hashtag, let's say Austin real estate, or maybe I just want to do Austin real estate before I do hashtag, then various accounts might come up. So notice it might say top videos or top posts based on interactions, accounts, audio, tags, places. So you can go ahead and play with this and search via the different options and see what comes up to help inspire yourself. Like I said, you can search hashtags. So you can literally type in hashtag and then you can type in hashtag real estate. And you can check out the various reels and posts that are trending to help inspire yourself. So you can just go through here and you can check out what is happening to give yourself ideas on what to post. So once again, the goal today is just to get familiar with the app. Now this button down here is where you're going to post from. So right here, this is your post button for your main feed. So this is images and carousels. If you want to post multiple images, which would be a carousel, this is the button you would choose. This is your camera button. This is where your drafts would be. This is where you can choose favorites or different posts from your feed. This is where you would post your story. This is where you would post a reel, which is the same thing as a video, under 90 seconds and under. And this is where you would go live. Next is, this is just your reels feed where you would look at different people's reels. And this, of course, is your feed. On your feed, this is your username, your name, your profile picture. This is a number of posts you've made, how many followers you have, how many people you are following. This, of course, is where you can make posts. This is your menu bar. So go ahead and look through here and just go ahead and play with it and check it out. This is your professional dashboard. If you have a professional account, this is where you can edit your profile, your contact info, share your profile. These are your highlights, which we'll go through. This is your main feed. So this is what people see when they come and check out your main feed. This is your Reels feed. So if you click that, these are the Reels that you have made, if you've made any, and these are your drafts, if you have any. This is your pamphlets or your guides, if you've created any, which we will get to. And this is if you've been tagged in any post. And we will get to all of these. Really today is more about just checking out, the app, playing with it a little bit and seeing if you can get inspired and just really start checking out what kind of different posts are you seeing real estate people make. And if you can get inspired by ideas, what kinds of things inspire you? What do you like? What don't you like? There's all kinds of ways that you can share your information and your personality. There's not one way to do it. And you can do the same thing on TikTok. All right, so now here is today's Reels content idea of the day.
I know.
All right, so let me show you how you're going to make this reel. You're going to go to the plus button and you're going to click Reel. Okay, so when you're recording a reel, lighting is everything. So typically if you're in front of a window or you have a ring light or something like that, it'll definitely help. Typically I have all my lights on, I have my windows open, I have a ring light, I'm in front of my computer, anything like that, but Jorge's taking a nap, so I just have my ring light on. But definitely make sure you have decent lighting. Even in your car is amazing. So this is your record button down here. Because we're using a trending audio, the time allotted is already chosen for us. But just so you know, you can change the time with this button right up here. 90 seconds is the maximum time that you have for a reel. But if you want to change the time, you certainly can press this button and choose a different time. I always leave it on 90 seconds just because. Okay, so the next thing we have is we have this timer right here. So I am going to turn it on. So what this does is allows you to back up, kind of like when you're taking a picture with your family, you can set the timer back up and then the picture would be taken so you can be with your family. But we also need to make sure that we have the trending audio. So I provided the QR code for you so you can actually put the camera phone of your phone on there and you can scan it, or I'm going to write the name of the audio for you so you can search it. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. So if you want to search it, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to this music icon right here and you're going to tap it, and then you can actually search the name of the trending audio right up here. The other option is that you can save trending audio. So when you find an audio that you like, you can save it and then it'll be found right here. So this is where that trending audio is currently for me. So I'm going to select it. Okay, so then I'm going to click done. So there's 3 ways to find that trending audio. So let me show you in case for some reason, like you're on someone's feed, you find an audio that you like and you're like, I want to save that audio, especially as you're doing research right now and you're like, this reel inspires me. I love this audio. I want to save it. What do I do now? So let me show you how to do that. So let's say I'm scrolling through some reels and I find this reel that I love. And I'm like, I want to use this audio. If I click it, I can see this audio down here in the corner. All I have to do is select it, and I can either use the audio right away, notice it's trending with this up arrow, or I can save it by clicking this button right here. So by doing that, I can actually go back now to my main feed, and I can click these 3 buttons and I can click saved right here. And now I have all of my saved audios and I can find it here. And then I can click it and I can use it. Or I can go back, I can choose reel, and then I can choose audio, click saved, and find it that way. So there's different ways that you can find your audio. So I just want to make sure that you knew that. Okay, so now I'm going to choose done. So now the audio is in there. So notice it says record up to 5 seconds. Like I mentioned, the time is already chosen for you. So I'm going to choose the timer because the great thing about setting the timer is that it's just going to play it over and over again for me. I'm going to go ahead and hit the timer so that I can hear the sound over and over again, and I'm kind of practicing it used to it without recording and messing up and having to delete it over and over again. So I'm going to practice. Okay, so once I feel confident, then I'm going to go ahead and record. Okay, so I didn't feel great about that, so I'm going to redo it. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit the X and I'm going to hit start. I'm going to hit the timer button. All right, that's good enough for me. So if you want to go ahead and hit next, that would post it. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to want to add text. So this is where you're going to add your hook. So what's going to get people to stop scrolling. So this is how you add text right up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click the double A. You can choose different fonts down here by scrolling. So you can go ahead and write it out, and then you can actually press this button to add a background. And then you can use this button to change the color. You can hit this button again to change the background color. Notice that you can move it around, make it bigger, smaller. All right, so that's really it. So if you do want to add your logo or anything like that, this is actually a really simple process. And since someone asked me how to do that, don't feel like this is something you need to do. I will show you. All you're going to do is you're going to go to the camera roll in your phone. I have my logo in my favorite section. You can't see it, but my logo is white, and I'm going to go to my logo and I'm going to click copy photo. Then you just go back to Instagram and you click text as if you're going to add text. You click your screen and click paste, and then you just move it around and paste it wherever you want. Then you click next. Next, you're going to click edit cover. This is where you decide what it's going to look like on your profile grid. So if you click profile grid, this is what they would see. So if you move it up and down, you can make sure that they actually see the text on your profile. If you click cover, you can slide this to change the profile picture that they see. This is where you add the caption and hashtags. You can add topics. You can add your location and click share, save draft if you want to save it for later. Just know that if you save it as a draft, you can find it here. You're going to hit your reels, and this is where it'll be. All right, that is day 11 of your video marketing bootcamp. Feel free to text me if you have any questions.